After Charles Oliveira defeated Max Holloway, Khamzat Chimaev reacted to the fight saying this was crazy highlight fight. Fans found the comment ironic, as Khamzat's recent fight against Dricus du Plessis played out in a similar way, with Khamzat grappling for much of the fight. Dricus gave his reaction to Khamzat's post and says at least Charles went for submissions and didn't just lie on top of Max.
When Max Holloway points to the middle of the octagon, it's time to stand and bang, but at the end of the day, it's still a title fight. Oliveira brought his A game, he brought his strategy, and he executed it perfectly.
Yeah, look, I think if you're looking from a technical standpoint, he won that fight. I saw Khamzat commenting on and saying how boring the fight was. That's kind of richy coming from him. I mean, at least Charles Oliveira went for some submissions. He didn't just lie on top of him.
Despite being on a 6-fight losing streak, the UFC has decided to give Tai Tuivasa another fight. Tai will face Sean Strickland at UFC Perth on May 2nd. Strickland holds a 4-2 record and is currently coming off 2 losses. This will be just his 3rd fight in the UFC. Who do you guys got for this one? Drop your predictions in the comments. Hardwick suffered a broken jaw during his fight with Marwan Rahiki last night. The injury occurred in the 2nd round after Rahiki landed a powerful punch during an exchange. Hardwick managed to finish the round, but told his corner his jaw was broken, leading to the fight being stopped between rounds. He was later taken to the hospital, but reassured fans that he was doing okay despite the injury.
Everybody, I'm okay. My jaw is obviously so that's alright. I like soup. I like smoothies, and I like milkshakes, and I like energy drinks. So all these things I can still have. Life's good. I cannot complain about my position. I have an amazing, beautiful girlfriend, good house, good family, good support network. No one needs to cry for me. I'm okay. I obviously gutted, but that's for sport. I mean, I wanted the win, but it is what it is. Hats off to Marwan. Like you can't be, you know, I've seen him go, look this, look that. He threw the shot that broke my jaw. He did it on purpose. It's not luck. It is what it is.
Arman Tsarukyan says he believes he might have been cut by the UFC if Khamzat Chimaev had been present during his brawl with Georgiopoulos and his team at RAF 6.
And he was ready to fly out to RAF and back you up, right? That's what I heard.
Incredible. So I was here with Khamzat. We were at the gym with the Real Hunter, Youssef, everybody, Khalil, Rountree, and Khamzat gets on the phone and goes, Arman, do I need to come out there? And Arman's like, no, please, stay in California, stay in Newport Beach.
For the love of God, don't
Can you
come.
imagine if Khamzat Chimaev was in the crowd with, what would have happened?
right away cut me.
What would happen if Khamzat was in the crowd during the RAF?
Yeah, it would be bad for the Georgia's team.
It would have been bad.
Yeah.
We saw him almost get into it during your fight, after your fight with Ian Gary in the hallway, and Ian Gary tried to step in on your parade. Is that what happened?
It wasn't that bad.
More footage of Khamzat Chimaev sparring Khalil Rountree has been released. In the clip, Khamzat appears to rock Khalil during the session. Khalil later said that training with Khamzat has been a humbling experience.
Very intense. Everything that I expected. I knew that it was going to be a push. I knew that I was going to come in here and do my absolute best. But yeah, it was painful. There were definitely moments where I would call them humbling, because it makes me just question certain things that I even say about myself. Sometimes I think I'm really good or in good shape, and then I face a workout like this, and it makes me realize that there's so much more to go. And so it's eye-opening, and overall good. Strong group of people, strong group of guys, strong coaches. Man, I'm exhausted, but we're gonna go to the beach now. Good recovery.
Khamzat Chimaev is set to defend the middleweight title against Sean Strickland at UFC 328. As most of you know, the two previously trained together at Extreme Couture a few years ago. Khamzat has claimed he beat Sean up in training, while Sean insists it was the other way around. Daniel Cormier says one of them is definitely lying.
See, we know that those guys were training together, and at a point it looked like they might have been friends. But when I hear them talk about the training sessions and talk about the way they feel about each other, someone's lying. Because guys, people were in the gym when they were training. Someone was getting their ass kicked. Sean says it was Khamzat. Khamzat said it was Sean. Sean's saying, maybe I picked the toughest guy and I'll let him get in position. Somebody knows what happened in those training sessions. You can get a pretty good gauge. as to what is going to happen in the fight after those training sessions. But neither one of these dudes are blinking an eye.
Cory Sandhagen says Merab Dvalishvili underestimated Petr Yan in their rematch and believes Merab could win a trilogy fight. The bout hasn't been booked yet, as Yan is still recovering from back surgery.
Were you surprised that Yan was able to crack the code on him and win the title?
Yeah, kind of. Yan and Merab, the first time, I was saying this even before they fought. Yan and Merab, the first time they fought, Yan has like a thing to him, and it's a thing that I think a lot of like high level people have in them, but it's like a confidence that's borderline arrogant, and it can cross that line pretty quick. And I think when him and Merab fought the first time, he was like, dude, I'm gonna mop this guy. And then a couple things went wrong, and it just spiraled from there. So I knew it was gonna be a much closer fight. I still thought that Merab was maybe gonna win, but yeah, Yan did a good job. I still think though, and Merab took the fight way too soon in my opinion too. He should have game planned for Yan a lot longer and given Yan a little bit more respect in that regard. But in the next fight, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very, very, very competitive fight where I could actually see Merab winning this one. Give him enough time to get ready. I think Yan just had surgery or something, so he's going to be on the couch for a little bit. And yeah, I think it's going to be a much, much closer fight this time around. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised, but I knew it'd be a really competitive fight.
Drew Dober appeared on Curtis Blaydes' stream, and they compared being an MMA fighter to being a stripper. Curtis is set to face Josh Hockett at UFC 327 and says he will not be talking trash because he has a stutter.
Dude, we're strippers in combat sports.
Yes.
Our bodies are used until it no longer can withstand it, and then we just discard it.
And then sometimes, I don't know if they do this for strippers, but sometimes you make it into the Hall of Fame, which is dope.
Dober, who do you want next? For me to kill the allegations, I have to fight Chase Hooper.
He's not. He's a lightweight.
He is the whitest lightweight I could possibly get my hands on.
Okay, Hooper, you're next. My dad said Hockett is smashing you. I stole his credit card and bought tickets to watch you live. Yeah. Hey, if your dad really feels that way, you should make a bet with him. Bet like whatever the most you think you can get away with, like 1,000, 5,000. I got you, fam. You're gonna make some money. Bryce and John DeSilva.
Yeah. But can we be honest with why we're watching it? Because between John Silva and Bryce Mitchell, I mean, it's like autism and like a psycho. Vancouver is gorgeous.
When'd you go?
So I fought October 18th up in Vancouver.
Oh,
yeah.
Vancouver.
As far as the allegations go, I beat up Canadian Kyle, which is not black at all.
Am I gonna talk Josh? No, bro. I have a stutter. That's not my greatest asset. Talking.
Dude, that was the
I'm just gonna be
honest
like,
answer I've ever heard.
You need this. You need this to get you hyped up. Do you? I don't need this. I'm gonna beat your ass. I don't do that. I don't do this.
You said it without a stutter. So
yeah. It depends on the day. It depends on the day.
In the main event of UFC 114 last night, Kevin Vallejos defeated Josh Emmett via TKO in the first round. Vallejos is just 24 years old and earned a $100,000 bonus for the finish, and he also shared how he plans to spend the money.
Still costing me a little bit to actually believe this has all happened. It's a dream come true, so I'm very happy. And it was a lot. I have to tell you, I was a bit nervous this week because a lot was riding behind us. There were a lot of people behind me. There were a lot of people supporting me that sent messages and everything. I was really surprised with all the support that I got from Chile, from Uruguay, from everywhere, not just Argentina. So I was very happy. So a lot of people were behind me on this one. So I'm very happy for all of them to give him a great show, and also for my family, and very happy with the win.
Vengo a quedarme en la categoría.
I'm here to leave my mark. I'm here for my name to be etched in this division. I came to do things, to do damage, to actually stomp my foot and to say, and to do something with this division and to be a champion. I want to tell the people that I belong here. Not that I'm just a boy, a baby that came here and that just maybe is being fast-tracked to success. First and foremost, gonna buy some food, of course, obvious, but also, listen, I want to invest the money. I want that money to grow, but there's one thing that I want to do is actually, build a gym in Mar del Plata, Argentina, and I want to do something. I want to get to something that was never done before, maybe to actually have a full camp out there. I want to give it a little grain of sand to this project to actually having new techniques, having new equipment, having new skills being developed out there, and have a little gift to Argentina so that we can grow MMA down there.
Bo Nickal thinks Arman Tsarukyan deserves a title shot and should face the winner of Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, do you have a little tip for our boy Arman Tsarukyan? Because he seems like he's like begging for one of those opportunities and he can't buy it.
I think, Arman's so interesting. This dude's like just killing side quests like all the time, right? He's doing the RAF matches, grappling matches, he's doing everything. So I don't know. I mean, I think he probably is in a unique scenario where he comes from a lot of money and, he's not fighting to, try to make money. He already has it. So he's doing this more like just out of love. And I think that, he definitely deserves that title shot. I would like to see him versus the winner of Ilia and Gaethje.
As most of you know, Dominick Cruz is not the biggest fan of referee Keith Peterson. Keith ref Dom's fight against Henry Cejudo back in 2020, which Dom lost via TKO in the second round. Dom has long argued the stoppage was early, and even accused Peterson of smelling like alcohol and cigarettes inside the cage. The two ended up running into each other last night at UFC Vegas 114. Dom posted this photo on X. He wrote, "You can run, but you can't hide." Arman Tsarukyan spotted some ducks on stream yesterday and called them Ilia Topurias.
It's Ilia. We gotta catch it. Too much Ilias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Ilias. At least a couple. You see they're ducking too. Run away. Stop!
Your feet are bigger than mine.
Okay, jump with them. Get
You
one.
want me to go catch one for you?
Catch one, and then I'm gonna forget about all presents that you gotta give me.
Arman Tsarukyan says he'll beat Alexander Volkanovski, retire him, and then hire him as his personal chef.
Cooking with VOLK versus eating with Arman is the next fight to make. Yes, it makes sense. I'll beat VOLK and then I'll hire him like my chef. And because when I beat him, he's gonna retire and he gotta do something, and I can pay good money for him. And to have a good chef, so like him.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, "What the f was that translation for Ilia? SMH. The second one's from Bud's House 707. It says, "Dan is Bangkok ready." And the final one's from Vilsick. It says, "Cory versus Sean needs to happen."
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.